Alright, welcome back to more of Stranded. And we're gonna move into level 3, the Metal Fortress. And this one I think is another Mega Man 2 song or soundtrack. Like literally, I think the Metal Man stage. As you notice, it kind of follows the name of the fortress kind of follows a bit of a theme. And you get your first introduction to Dark Nuts, level 3. Nothing different for the NES version, I think it's still level 3, I think, in the first quest. Alright, I don't think I can go left yet. I have no slash attack, so it's a little harder to deal with the Dark Nuts. I got blue Dark Nuts in here, and I only got a wooden sword to deal with these guys. A lot easier when you get rid of one of them. Well, the map apparently is a down arrow, which is kind of odd. Odd shape for that. Make sure you get rid of that block. You don't need to go on that path later. Another key in this room. Luckily you don't have to take out all the Dark Nuts. You only have to take out the one that has the key. Although I don't think you know which one has it, though. Kind of taking them out like the traditional way. And look, a pretty linear level. I'm still trying to work out why the map is in a down arrow, actually. Okay, now that is it's not a super Dark Nut, it's kind of a, it's not even a, well, it does the same amount of damage as a blue Dark Nut, I believe. But you could think of it as kind of a lower level Super Dark Nut, I suppose. you take out the... You know, you do enough damage, you'll split up into 2 orange dark nuts. Whereas the super dark nuts, 2 blue ones. Now if you go into this room, now the map kind of is a hint for you, the down arrow. Because the whole floor kind of falls away, and while it looks like a completely empty room, if you kind of take the down arrow as a sort of a clue, you're gonna want to fall down this hole. So you're kind of in like the basement or something. So you want to head on down first. Get another one of these. Lower level super dark nuts. Basically just a double orange dark nut or whatever. Well, I might as well get that money because I'm probably never coming back here. And more money. And you will find the feather in this level. So that's how you're gonna get to the boss. And again, this is my introduction to the feather. A really nice item. Because it's such a defensive-based item, because you can jump over, get out of traps, and all that other stuff. Alright, so we're gonna go this way to get out of the basement, basically. Now those magic jars actually come in handy because the feather actually takes up magic. I think it's half a jar for every 4 uses. So, you know, this is kind of messy to do with just trying to walk through it. So maybe a little bit easier to just jump over that. And again, in case you're out of bombs, you get bombs in this room. And this will take you back to the start. Make sure you get the feather before going back to start. Now, I'm a little questioned by this design. I think those spikes do 4 hearts of damage. Which, that's a little harsh. I mean, I see the logic behind it so that you can't, like, damage boost past these runes, but I mean, you so much screw up your jumping, you're pretty much dead. this is... You get the good old slash tech. Always good to have this around, because it's very helpful. See, that's the dangerous jump right there, because you don't have a wall to brace yourself on. And you have just enough magic to make all these jumps. So I don't know if I would have put... Maybe I would have just put water there or something. Because that you can't get over. You have to actually... You actually have to jump over it. Maybe you should have just put a gap of water instead of 4 hard damage spikes. You're basically dead if you make a mistake on the jumping. And again, F6 continuing it may not be such a bad idea. You know, bail yourself out. Because again, look at this, you gotta do this again. I mean, you have to use your shadow as kind of a guide, but you don't have much time to position yourself. And you're gonna have to get that pretty quickly. And again, you make so much as you misstep that jump, and that's basically it for you. And again, maybe if I might have just put water there, like a long gap of water, even a 1 block gap of water would have been enough because you don't have a ladder. But if you want to be safe, just put a 2 gap of water so you can't come back with a ladder or something. You have to jump over the gap. It's good to have the slash tech. Brings you back to the randomizer style, which that has slash tech as well. So it can be a lot more aggressive on Dark Nuts because you have a lot more range to attack with. The good thing about the feather is that it pretty much negates conveyor belts because you're jumping over them, you're not actually walking on them. You have so much more range with that slash. You don't have to hit just straight directions. You can, you have a big arc that you can use. And you gotta glee arc the battle. And this one you can kind of play it cheap and just go from the doorway. Actually, if you have sword beams, just attack from the doorway. You pretty much got the battle won because I don't think it can reach you. But again, the feather's kind of handy because you can jump over, so if you get trapped in a corner, you can get out. Alright, so that's level 3 in a nutshell. And pretty much you're just gonna do a lot of backtracking now. Yeah, I mean, that may have only taken about half as long as level 2. Level 2 was like 30 minutes. This one may have only taken maybe around close to 15 minutes or something, around that range. Yeah, you're gonna backtrack all the way to this side. Actually, there's something on this screen. And actually, now that you have a feather, that you can get over that gap. And this is the peril beam. And I don't know how many hearts exactly you have to go down to use sword beams. I know randomizer, that red one's, I believe, 3 hearts, but this is just one level, so it might, I don't know if it's 1 heart or maybe it is 3 hearts. And that's probably referring to money, the heart piece, and then that peril beam. And now that you can jump over the gap, now you can get onto the next area. And we still have a little bit of time. That's just some stuff you can do in the Overworld. Lots of money right there. Actually, this is not a bad source for money. You know, all these red levers that are popping up. Not a bad source there. And that's actually a handy clue. Actually, we'll be putting that to use pretty soon, actually. I don't remember if there was anything on this screen, actually. This one is... okay, there's you find some goods in this room, so another little block puzzle to get through. Luckily, the statues don't really bother you too much because as you're pushing the block, you move just enough out of the way so that the fireballs are gonna miss you. And you find another magic jar. Good to get more magic. You know, you can use the feather longer. Alright, so you got this, mushroom from Mario. A super mushroom there. I mean, it literally just looks like a super mushroom, like a power-up mushroom. Alright, let's see. In here... you get the stepladder, which is very handy. Now we don't have to jump over the 1 unit gaps, and actually you can get a little more mileage when you're jumping over longer gaps, because now you can, you know, the stepladder gets your first step, and then you can extend your jump into that. There is something on this screen, but I'm gonna do this later. I'm gonna go get some money right now, which I can grind up, because you actually are gonna need some amount of money pretty soon. Actually, I'm probably gonna show that mushroom later, because I believe it is for a maze path. So we'll do it when we can actually use that hint at that time. So we'll just keep going just a little bit further. I think this cactus can actually hurt you, so just don't, you know, a little bit caution not to bump into them. Now there are a couple of mini dungeons you're gonna have to go into, so you actually, I believe, start with this one, the Sword Cave. Alright, so we'll take a break at this point, and next part we'll start exploring this cave, and you can kind of guess what we're gonna pick up. Alright, see you guys later.